So let me tell you something that nobody really talks about when it comes to JAMB Physics. Most of us didn't come from fancy schools. We didn't have AC reading rooms or 100k coaching centers. Some of us were reading with torchlights in houses where no one else even believed JAMB mattered, right? So, but somehow we scored high, right? And this video is not just about my story rather. It's the collective story of a group of medical students who looked JAMB Physics in the eye and didn't blink. So we had one thing in common, right? We didn't let our environment define our limits. Some of us came from places where aiming high felt like overdoing, where just passing would have been good enough, right? But deep down, right, we knew we were meant for more, right? We built something I now call a strong mentality, the kind that says, I don't care if nobody around me is trying. I will still try. I don't care if it looks impossible. I will still prepare like it's possible. And if I fail today, I won't stop tomorrow, right? So let me break down exactly how we studied physics. And please, right? And please forget all the noise online. This is what actually worked for us over and over, right? So step one, which is new school physics, is a very important textbook, right? And trust me, don't joke with it. Every single one of the medical students that I asked for this video for advice, they said they use this new school physics, right? And I was so surprised that we all use this textbook. So we didn't joke with this textbook. I personally myself, I finished this book almost like twice. So no, not twice. I didn't read it twice. I read it once, right? But then I focused on JAMB syllabus the next year, the next time I was reading it. So we didn't joke with this textbook, and some people read this entire thing from start to finish. Some focus only on topics from the JAMB syllabus. Either way, that book gave us the structure, right? So step two, the science of physics by Afolabi Gerald. This one this book is deeper, right? It takes everything from new school and says, let's now explain this like you're trying to become a real scientist, right? And it helps a lot. It's basically taking a O-level physics and making advanced level. And once you understand things in a more advanced form or deeper form, then answering basic questions will be so easy for you, especially when you're tired of just memorizing formulas without understanding why, right? At the end of each topic, it gives questions that made us sweat and grow, right? So the third step is all-inclusive physics. God, all-inclusive physics is pure calculations, right? No stories, no distractions, just you, formulas, and pressure, right? So we use it to grind each topic right after reading. And here's the bonus for you. There's a classmate of mine said she also used demystified physics. Not everyone used it, but those who did loved it. And why? It's because it gives jump questions topic by topic. And that means if I just read motion now, for example, that means I'm going to solve 40 read jump questions under motions right now, because that's how the book has been structured, and that was good, right? So what made it all click was how we approached each topic. We didn't rush, we didn't just cover it, we owned each topic. You know, there's a way when you talk about something, because you've read about it so much, you've read a lot about it, your residual will be just exceptional, right? So we studied each one so deeply that by the time Jam asked anything about it, it felt like revision. And that's the goal. Make the JAMB look small by making your preparation massive, right? Make your preparation massive. Also, let me say this clearly, right? Studying alone will take you far, but studying with the right people will take you further. All right, so some of us joined WhatsApp groups, some people joined Facebook brainstorming groups. We didn't waste time sharing memes. We shared questions, corrections, diagrams, and formulas, right? So sometimes you just sometimes you just read one person's explanation, and boom, what you've been confused about for a week suddenly makes sense, right? That kind of power. Oh boy, don't underestimate it, right? So some people don't love books. I get it, right? I get it. I personally watched this one YouTube video called 120 Days to Jam. It doesn't mean I don't like reading. I just use it as an accessory study resource, and it was a 5 out of 5 for me. It really helped me a lot, and it's on YouTube right now. 120 Days to Jam by Flash Isaac. It gave me structure. It helped me map my days, right? And even when I didn't feel like reading, it reminded me that every day counts. So if videos help you, use them, but use them intentionally, right? So in the final months, right, we most of us stopped trying to impress. We focused on revision. You see, some of us, we timed ourselves. We stimulated the exams. I know a classmate of mine said he finished the entire jam pass question from beginning to the end, solving them, right? And I'm not saying you have to do that, but ensure you solve enough questions, right? Now the day before jam also we slept, ate, and relaxed, right? Because when you have prepared this way, you don't need last minute panic, right? You don't need last minute panic. So yeah, we didn't have it all, but we gave it all. And that's why we are in medical school right now. We don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know what matters and master it, right? So take this video seriously. Watch it again if you have to, and if it helped you, right? Leave a comment saying, I want to reduce myself to my environment. Let's raise a generation of jambites that don't just pass, but enter the exam ready to dominate. So I'm Kobe, and this is what worked for us. Now it's your turn. Go make physics your easiest subject. And by the way, if physics isn't your only headache, you're not alone, right? You're not alone. A lot of us also struggle with chemistry, right? We struggle with chemistry, especially the calculation aspect. This could be confusing, okay? So biology also felt like endless cramming, and English, that use of English section confused even the smartest of us, right? But just like we figured out physics, we figured out how to prepare for each subject in a way that actually works, right? So I'll be making follow-up videos where I break down how we studied English for JAMB, from comprehension to lexis and structure, how we tackled chemistry, especially balancing theory with calculations, right? And how we made biology make perfect sense. So if you don't want to miss these videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling me which subject stresses you the most right now. Trust me, we are going to break it down together. This is just the beginning. Bye.